Hi everyone! If you found your way to my Patreon page, chances are that you're already familiar with the SSR podcast, and that you know that I'm the voice behind it, Ali Hafkasik. Thank you for listening to the show. If you don't know me or the podcast very well, that's cool too. I'm thinking you found us through Bookstagram or some other network of book lovers, and if that's the case, you are totally my people, so welcome. I launched the SSR podcast in June of 2018 as a way to embrace and build a community around my love for books, nostalgia, and great conversations. For those who don't know, SSR stands for Silent Sustained Reading, which was like my favorite part of elementary school. But it also not so secretly stands for Shit She Read, because every week I invite a guest to revisit a book from their middle or high school days and to talk about it with me from a grown-up perspective. Launching and building and hosting and producing this podcast has by far been one of the most rewarding things that I've ever done. And I feel so grateful that I got to meet so many wonderful people along the way. So, why start a Patreon? If this is all new to you, the best way that I can describe it is to say that it's a platform that allows fans of original content made by independent creators, like me, to support those creators financially at all kinds of levels. In return, creators get to reward their most loyal listeners and fans with extra special content and community, so everybody wins. I've been running the SSR podcast all by myself and purely as a passion project for the last 6 months. And with every week that goes by, I find myself more excited to grow the podcast and better serve the listening community. From the beginning, I've taken this really seriously, releasing new episodes every week, never skipping a week, investing in great branding, and engaging heavily on social media. But my dreams for the podcast are only getting bigger. Knowing that SSR has so much love, I'm now turning to all you book lovers out there for help in making these dreams happen. My day job is as a full-time freelance writer, and while yes, this has given me some flexibility to build the podcast, SSR has almost become a full-time job, a fun full-time job, but still a job. And between booking guests, reading books for the show, preparing for each interview, recording episodes, editing episodes, and everything else, I spend an average of 10 to 12 hours each week on SSR. There are also financial investments involved, like my microphone, website hosting, and the books themselves. No, I can't borrow them from the library or use my Kindle because I fill those margins with a lot of notes so that we can have really high quality conversations on the show. I would be so grateful for any kind of support you're willing to give in order to offset the time and cost that I'm committed to investing in SSR. Your contributions will make it that much easier for me to continue to produce this great content and to work toward improvements too. Plus, you can feel great about playing a key role in keeping one of your favorite podcasts going strong. Do a little exploring here on Patreon to see what you might be comfortable contributing. As you can see, there are great perks in it for you too. Everything from free shipping on SSR merchandise to on-demand book recommendations from me, and from input on our book selections to monthly newsletters. I am so excited to use this Patreon platform to connect with you further, and I'm so grateful in advance for anything you're willing to do in order to help SSR. Happy reading!